Want to get things started right off the bat. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Don't do this enough. Thank everyone who has risked their life for our freedoms so that Harrison Butker can go out there and say what he wants to say, as weird as it might be to you or to anybody. Thank you to everyone that has given the freedoms that we have. They have fought for us. They have died for us. They have lived for us. So happy Memorial Day to everyone that fights for our freedoms every single day and has done so for the past, 250 years or so here in the United States, at least. So, yes, I want to start that. Looking for something to do Memorial Day weekend, hang out with us till about 2:30. Listen to the Panthers game. That's going to start at 2:30 with Doug Plagans, the pregame, 3 o'clock puck drop. If you want to go out to the beach, Danny Rabinowitz, Hollywood, is out at the Air and Sea Show, the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. We're going to be checking in with him throughout the day because that event, talked to a girl yesterday. She was like, I'm definitely going. I was like, doesn't seem like your bag. She said, it's basically a big party festival on the beach with somewhat of a little bit of military theme. So sounds like it's a pretty good time.
Come on, man. You know ladies love men in uniforms.
That is true, man. That is true. Probably one of the reasons why they don't love me because I rarely wear a uniform. Nonetheless.
No, you wear a uniform.
I do?
Yeah.
What do I wear? Skinny pants?
Yeah.
Skinny pants and Chuck Taylors? Is that my uniform?
The skinny man uniform.
Yeah, I got that going sometimes. Nonetheless, Panthers, Rangers. Now, I do want to say this. Whoever wins today, it's not a foregone conclusion they're going to win the series. This game is important, but this is just whoever takes the lead in the series, Vlad. Do you feel, of course, Vlad is a huge Panthers fan, and he was born in New York, so he is a Rangers fan by blood.
What do you mean by blood? I'm a huge Ranger fan as well.
Yeah, your blood rights, But you got to feel as though, do you feel as though this is more than just taking a 2-1 series lead, or is this, hey, man, this is a long series. I think this is a back-and-forth series. It's good to get a 2-1 lead, but at the same time, it's not a death sentence.
I would say that I would agree with you, but the reason why I do think it's an important game is, one, you don't want the Rangers to start winning 2 in a row, get their confidence, because that was a big win for them in game 2. You don't want to lose in overtime and go down 0-2, and they didn't do that. So now they're heading back. And what the reason why I think it's important is because, remember yesterday I wasn't complaining, but I criticized the NHL with the schedule making. Yes. The fact that this team played at 8 p.m. Friday night, played a overtime game till like 11:30, and they have to play 3 o'clock this afternoon. There's a reason why it's important to see who can man up, withstand fatigue and win this game, because now you have 2 days off following this game. So now you're going to put whoever's down 2-1 is going to have a lot to think about being down 2-1.
Right. I think this, though, does kind of favor the Florida Panthers, the quicker turnaround, because as a player, and it's been 100 years since I played sports, when you had a bad taste in your mouth and you played poorly, or you had a bad game, or you lost, you want to get right back at it. You want to get it out of your system. You want to get back into the game.
But I don't think they played bad. I think both teams
you got
played
a bad
well.
Taste in your mouth. You lost the game. That's
right. And it's, the same way the Rangers had a bad taste in their mouth in game 1. So that's what I'm saying. It
favors the Panthers, I think. You're at home, coming off a loss. It's a pretty even series. In a series like this, just a razor thin edge can make the difference.
And also,
pardon the pun,
even though I don't believe that in hockey it really factors as much in like it does in other sports, but Rangers take game 3, you get back home ice. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could be greedy the same way the Panthers were trying to be greedy in winning game 2. You win game 3, you got 2 days off. You also get to rest. You also get to watch film, and a lot of pressure will be down on the Panthers because you don't want to go back to New York game 5 down 3-1.
No, do not want. No, nobody wants to get out.
And it's the same thing for the Rangers. You don't want to lose game 3. Have to think about it for the next 2 days down here in South Florida, where you could be easily distracted, and you lose 2 games to Florida, on the road. Now you got to go back to the Garden for game 5, elimination game.
I will say this. If one of these teams gets up 3-1,
I'm not still counting the other team out.
Really?
Hell no.
I would say,
if there's any sport you can win 3 games,
it's hockey.
It's hockey.
Baseball, they've done it before.
Hockey's first, baseball second.
With these 2 teams, if one of them gets up 3-1,
you don't think that goal?
I'm going to say it.
It's not over.
I'm going to say that it's a foregone conclusion.
It's not a foregone
Okay, well,
conclusion.
we'll see. No, I don't think anybody's going to get up 3-1 in this series, but nonetheless, someone will get up 2-1 today. I promise you that, Vlad.
Yeah. And tomorrow's
Check my
Memorial Day.
math.
And tomorrow's Memorial Day.
Check my math. Okay, we check the math. Yes,
Captain Obvious.
Both are correct. I'm just stating the obvious, Trying to get it going this Sunday. Is it Sunday? I woke up this morning. I had
it's Sunday, bro. It's Sunday afternoon.
I had no idea what day it was, man. But that's just waking up. Let's get to the headlines. The Panthers, they do host the Rangers today at 3 with the series tied at 1. 2:30 pregame. We're going to lead you up to it right here on 560 WQAM. The Ice Cats are favored to win today. I told you, razor thin edge. The Stars, though, they tied their series at 1 with the Oilers, winning last night 3-1. The Stars, man, they got that championship pedigree. It seems like they're not super awesome in their games. They just do enough to kind of get by and win, kind of like what Kansas City Chiefs did, kind of what a lot of teams do, like the Celtics. Let's talk about the Celtics real quick. They've gone up 3-0 against the Pacers, winning 114-111 last night. Tyrese Halliburton did not play due to his sore hamstring. Tonight, Minnesota and Dallas do battle at 8 with the Mavs up 2-0. The Mavs can really drive a stake through the heart of Minnesota, because I think if the Mavs go up 3-0 in this series, once again, I'm gonna say it, foregone conclusion.
Well, the Mavs go up 3-0.
Of course, both games have been extremely close. Let's mention that.
That means the Celtics could sweep.
And the Mavs could sweep.
Right. And they could have nearly like 2 weeks off.
Whoo! Man,
yeah.
Celtics are so boring. They're just boring. Their stars are even boring. I don't know.
I think you've just seen them for a long time.
Yeah, maybe I'm just real familiar with them.
I think that's why. It's not about boring. You just seen them over and over again to the point it's like, all right. And they haven't won yet. So
you want to talk about something exciting?
What is that?
No Messi. No Suarez. No Busquets. No problem. Inter Miami, they go into Vancouver and win 2-1. They took all 3 points. My dude, Leo Campana, my favorite player on the team. If you got a problem with that, come see me. Gets another goal. Second game in a row, he gets a goal. 3 points for Inter Miami. 2-1. They're learning how to play without their big stars, who are going to be on international duty later in this year. So you can do that. Atlanta United comes to town. Tata Martino's former club comes to town 7:30 Wednesday. Inter Miami should be at full strength. I'm not going to lie to you, Vlad. I told you I went to this Argentinian party at Magic 13 Brewery. They represented, man. The Argentinian people, all Messi jerseys. Everyone was wearing either an Inter Miami kit or an Argentina kit. And I will give Magic 13 and the crowd credit. They had the Inter Miami game on. Credit to the kudos right there. Got to give credit right there.
Shout out to them.
Once again, it's about the player, sometimes not the team. Although they had Inter Miami. Tyreek Hill. Uh-oh. This is the biggest non-story in the world. I'll pre-state this. Tyreek Hill, he is trending on social media because on X, he was asked, who do you think is a player that is more hype than actually talent? He responded, Wes Welker. Now, everyone in New England's got their panties in a bunch.
That's his
coach.
Isn't that his wide receiver coach?
Yeah, that's his wide receiver. He's trolling. No, but people are really upset. Like, how dare you? How disrespectful. Like, calm down. No, like Tyreek Hill just simply put Wes Welker, did not explain why. It's like, he doesn't have to explain. It's his coach. Really? Northeasterners, Vlad, you're one of them. Calm down.
That doesn't mean anything, man.
Calm down. You're not, like, the second I saw it, I was like, wait, why is he trending so much? Oh my God. Canes baseball team, they fell 8-2 to Duke yesterday in the ACC tournament semifinals. They are not expected to be invited to a regional, which sucks because I love college baseball. One year, it was looking like LSU and Miami were going to play at a super regional in Coral Gables. Whoo, that was going to be a party, but neither team made it. So Shane Battier says the best wins during the Big Three era were the ones that LeBron James and Dwayne Wade did not play in.
By the way, I was going to talk to you about that. If you have a chance, go check out Udonis Haslam and Mike Miller's podcast, especially this episode with Shane Battier. It was funny. It was hysterical hearing the stories about what was going on during the Big 3, Little 12 era. And he also has some of the funniest stories about UB Brown that if you watch it, man, if you have a moment, couple, 20, 30 minutes, check out that podcast. It's a real good podcast.
The Marlins fell to the Diamondbacks 3-2 last night. The Fish go for their 4th series in a row win today, 4-10 in Arizona. Ryan Weathers.
In a row?
I know, man. All of a sudden, the Marlins are a team. Well, sort of. Ryan Weathers gets the start. Brian De La Cruz got another hit. Remember, he's basically playing for free, so they might not trade him. Maybe they will. I don't know. It seems like the Marlins are starting to kind of I think Peter Bendix, he got the message, all right, enough is enough. Let's go. I mean, Jake Berger went 3 for 4 yesterday, and that's what I'm talking about. And the French Open started today. Naomi Osaka got her first win at Roland Garros since 2021. Play continues for the next 2 weeks. You got the Indy 500 coming up in just a few, and Charles Leclerc. He took the pole position at Monaco for the F1 race, and he won the thing. Max Verstappen, I think he came in 6th. He must have been drunk, man. I mean, I'm not making jokes.
He might have been partying, and
he won it last year. He doesn't need it again.
He's won it many times.
Look, if you and I go to Monaco, Vlad, and we have to do a show live, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna show up to the show a little out of it, man.
Would be like Vincent Chase from Entourage going to Monaco.
I wish we could Entourage things. In just a minute, we're gonna talk to Danny Rabinowitz. He is out on the beach for the Hyundai Air and Sea show. So we're gonna get in touch with him in just a minute. He's got all the fun gathering and goodness that is happening out there that's going to be going on all weekend long. So please go stop by, see Danny Rabinowitz. Before we check in with Danny, though, we have to go ahead and check in to the day spa.
I wasn't ready for no day spa.
No, you got to be ready for it, because you don't want to just willy-nilly walk into the day spa and then next thing you know, you don't know what's going on. You're kind of
you might be naked like you.
There's people like me in there. It's kind of weird. It's awkward. You don't know if you're getting a massage or what's going on. I don't even know half the time what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna check in with Danny Rabinowitz in just a minute, but right now we are in the day spa. A woman taking a walk in the Czech Republic found over $2,000 just sitting on the sidewalk. You know what I say about that?
She took it, I hope.
Well, this is the thing, Vlad. I'm a no country for old men type of guy. When I find a large sack full of money, I immediately, and I mean not playing around, take it to the police, or maybe I just call 911, because I'm scared that I'll get caught in a no country for old men situation where it's like a drug dealer or something's money. And those guys and girls, they don't play around, bro. They don't play around. They want their money, and it's their money. It's not my money. But if you bring it to the police, and the police now have it, they're not coming after you or the police. Police will hold it for if they don't steal it, and usually they don't. At least I don't know. But the police,
somebody's stealing.
The police hold it for a little while. I mean, I think that you can claim it for up to 6 months. These drug dealers are these people that have bags, duffel bags full of cash. They're not coming to claim their money from the police. So then you're good to go. They give you the money. It's clean. It's clear. I mean, I guess it's clean and clear. I didn't think about it. Maybe the drug dealer I always think it's a drug dealer. Why do I think it's a drug dealer? It could be an assassin. It could be anything. Maybe they have the long game and they just watch you for 6 months. And then when you get the money,
an assassin?
Could be an assassin. I'm guessing assassins charge a very high fee. What do you think? Well, no, then again, we've heard some bums that are assassins, and nonetheless. All right, so we're going to check in with Danny Rabinowitz. He is out at the Hyundai Air and Sea show, and he is going to tell us all about what is going on. Vlad, we're stepping out of the day spa. Is it time to go step onto the beach with Danny Rabinowitz?
No, he hasn't answered his phone.
Well, he was calling just now. Okay, so Danny Rabinowitz is out at the Hyundai Air and Sea show. We are out here getting ready for this Florida Panthers game. That's going to be coming up at 2:30 with Doug Plagans on the pregame. Kevin Rogers, they're going to get you ready for it. Then at 3 o'clock, the puck drops. It is game 3. It is vital. It is important. And it is going to be a big-time game. But if you're wanting to get some beach action in your life, Hyundai Air and Sea Show is where you need to go. Danny Rabinowitz is out there now. Danny, how is everything out on the beach?
Dan, it is all good, man. It's hot out here, but we found some shade, and we are just about ready to go here with the Hyundai Air and Sea show.
I know you've been out there a couple of times in the past. I was talking to a woman of all people yesterday. She says it is one of the funnest events you're going to go to. It's basically like a big festival on the beach with a military theme.
Yeah, it is, Dan. There's a huge display village that's set up that you can walk through and check that out. And the most important thing we want people to know, Dan, is that this is a free to attend event. So anyone can come out here. If you're anywhere in the area, we'd love to have you out here. The Odyssey promotions team is also set up out here as well. And Dan, we're gonna have some interviews for you throughout the day here with some cool people who take part in this event. So yeah, man, they're just about to get started out here. It's gonna go the whole day, so free to attend and come out and say hello.
So have you brought the family out there? I know it's a family friendly event.
Oh yeah, family's here. They've already been in the water. Water's nice and cold, so that's the way to escape the heat here is to get out in that water.
Now the event's going to be going on all day. Is it also going to be happening tomorrow?
No, it was yesterday and today, Dan. So this is it. So if you want to come out and check this thing out, today is the day. And again, they got the display village out front. And a lot of food options for you here as well. So come on out and say hello.
And I know in the past they've had all types of cool military displays, whether it be flyovers and whatnot. Are you expecting a lot of good stuff from that today?
We're expecting some great stuff from that today, Dan. They got this. So right next to us is a landing zone, a huge big square that they've roped off. It's a landing zone. So I know we're going to get some people jumping out of planes today that are going to land right next to us here on the beach. So. And we got a great spot over here. We're looking forward to getting this thing started, and hope everyone can come out and hang with us.
And all of that is for absolutely free, correct?
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir. Just head out to the beach and bring a bathing suit and a towel and enjoy the show. That's all you need.
And of course,
maybe some water, by the way, too, because it is a little hot out here today.
There are food and drink options. And are you looking at any of the food and drink options right now, or have you bought any already?
So I know that Mission Barbecue is out here. We're going to make our way over there at some point here because obviously I am a big barbecue fan. I don't know about you, Dan, but I happen to be a big barbecue fan. So I am going to make my way out there at some point here soon.
So maybe a couple of ribs, maybe some skirt steak, something like that.
I'm kind of a brisket guy myself, Dan. I like a good brisket, but that's probably what I'm gonna go for today. You're more of a rib guy.
Oh, yeah, man. I got to go for the ribs. I mean, I love it all, but I don't know. I think someone was eating ribs in front of me yesterday when I was trying to do something. I think that just kind of stuck in my mind. So might have to run out to the ANC show after the Panthers game and maybe get myself some ribs and check it all out. Like you said, it's free. So you really can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, man. And I'll keep checking in with you guys here today. This is my favorite show on QAM. I love that you and Vlad are on the weekends. I don't know if Vlad doesn't want to speak to me and get involved in this interview here, but he's been with us all week filling in on the morning show. But I'm really great to be on with you guys. Big fan of the weekend show that you guys do.
Yeah, Hollywood's trying to throw me under the bus. He's funny.
How you doing, Vlad?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Got to get ready for this Panthers Rangers game 3.
Boy, that's going to be one heck of a game, man. How about that game the other night? Overtime in playoff hockey is about as tense as it gets, man. The Panthers had their chances in that one, but comes back here tied. This is going to be one heck of a game this afternoon.
Well, get yourself some fun, some sun, some water, and have fun out there. Danny Rabinowitz, we're going to check in with you in just a few more minutes. So just get it all together, and we'll be in touch very soon.
Yeah, put sunscreen on.
Sounds good, gentlemen.
Put sunscreen on.
You know I got the sunscreen on, Vlad. You know I got that going. I'm already 3 layers deep, my friend.
That's the way to do it right there. Get that 30, that 40, that 50. The stronger the better.
Man, I'm on SPF 100.
Stay cool, Danny. We're going to check in with you in just a minute, and we're going to come back in just a few right here on 560 WQAM.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory, all backed by Morse at Edmore Sawgrass Chevrolet. Visit EdmoreSawgrassChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Text WQAM on the Kendall Toyota text line at 305-567-0560. Kendall Toyota, all time in the 305 and home of the Kendall Toyota best price 366 days of
Sports Day, 560 WQAM, Memorial Day weekend. The place to be is Amerant Bank Arena. If you can't make it there, can't afford it. I was a walking, living ATM last night, Vlad. I can't afford to do anything except maybe go out to the beach and hang out with Hollywood. It's a free event, the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. We're going to check in with him in just a minute. I need more free events in my life, Vlad. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, man. You told me about your last night, man. You spent some money, bro.
We broke it down. Oh my goodness. We'll get into it later. I don't even want to look at my bank account, but literally I was a walking, talking ATM machine. Nonetheless, let's not diverge from what we really need to talk about, which is the Dolphins. Are the Dolphins being disrespected? A lot of the national pundits, Sports Illustrated and Pro Football Network have them, pretty much everyone has them going 9-8 and either missing the playoffs or barely making the playoffs. I want to come to you, Vlad, and say, this team is better than that. And I really do believe they are better than that. But did they get really any better or worse this offseason? I would say they kind of what they were last year so far. I know Christian Wilkins isn't with the team, but
right now,
you got Odell Beckham Jr. though.
On paper,
they're pretty much the same team.
I don't know. They might be a slightly down from last year's team. I mean, you losing. Here's the thing: you don't know the status of Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips.
That's
you don't know if they're gonna come back. You hope that they do, but it's still a question mark if they come back to the form that they were. And it's a new defense. You need to see what's going to happen with the new defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and you don't know what Chop Robinson can bring. You don't know what Mo Kamara can bring to you as far as edge rushing.
But I can understand that you look at the offense and think that the offense might have gotten even better.
You got more
from
weapons.
What they were last year with the addition of Jonnu Smith and Odell Beckham Jr.
And you have to admit this: if Tyreek Hill is healthy, he's lethal.
Right, but I think after seeing 2 years of Mike McDaniel and Tua together, I think people know what to expect. Now it's the Dolphins' question. The Dolphins have to answer the questions of: are they a team that can win in the cold?
1-5 against teams that made the playoffs last year,
and
the one team they beat.
So you got two questions to answer. Can you beat teams with winning records, and can you in the NFL, and can you win in the cold?
Right.
And the way the NFL schedule makers lined it up, they're gonna test you.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna play that homer game where like nobody respects us. The national pundits don't. No, national pundits and the national reporters saw what they did last year. 1-5 against winning teams, couldn't win in the cold weather. Saw that they didn't get that much better or worse, and say, yeah, they're going to be pretty much like they were last year. And that's not them hating. That's just them evaluating and saying, yeah, what I think is you got Odell Beckham Jr., you got Jalen Wright. That's going to help your offense. I think the defense will be fine. I don't know. Anthony Weaver is a question mark, but by the time that Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb get back, should be pretty solid. I think this team is more motivated. They know the narrative around them, which is they're a finesse team. They can't win in the cold. They can't beat playoff teams. They're going to be a little extra motivated this year, and they're going to be a little bit better this year. I think they will. I've been saying this, and I'll stick by it until it is proven wrong. I think they're better this year than they were last year, and I think they're going to get their first playoff win in a very, very long time.
I see the Dolphins looking like the Miami Heat this past season.
We just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And then
because look, man, they lined you guys up nice, bro. They really want you to they Missouri you guys. You got to show and prove. You got to show me that they got a game Thanksgiving night in Green Bay. Then you got a Sunday night game in Cleveland. Then you end the year off in New York. Yeah, they want to see what that offense, what that quarterback can do when the climate's not 69 degrees or better. They want to see what he can do. They want to see what this team can do.
Well, you open the season at home September 8th against Jacksonville.
Which is an important game, by the way, because Jacksonville needs to also rebound from their fall off last season. And you don't know, in the tiebreakers for playoff positioning, a win in week 1 against Jacksonville may be important later on in the season.
Then you get a Thursday night game against the Bills.
That's important.
We'll see how that goes. and we're going to kind of fast forward towards the end of the season, what's going to look like. You do get that, as you said, Thanksgiving Day game in Green Bay, 8:20 kickoff. I have lived in Wisconsin. I have been there for Thanksgiving.
I've been there, bros.
It ain't pretty. It ain't fun.
I was there right before
starts.
in October, middle of October. It was cold.
That's when the snow starts. Is around
it was
Thanksgiving.
Cold.
Yeah.
So then a month later, Thanksgiving. Oh man, this is not what you want to do. You don't want to leave my beautiful, comfortable Miami, go to Green Bay for Thanksgiving.
You get a Texans game on December 15th, but that is indoors, so the air conditioners will be blowing absolutely fine. Ugh. Thank goodness no Christmas Day game. I don't care. I don't want to spend my Christmas working, watching, doing anything. Like, I don't want that. No, I don't need the stress on I got enough stress on Christmas.
And it's a nasty 6 that the Dolphins end the year with.
They put them in a nasty spot the last 2 games. You got to go December 29th to Cleveland. Oh.
But check this out. This is their last 6, right? After they play the Patriots on November 24th, they go to, like you said, on Thanksgiving, they go play the Packers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they come home and play the Jets. Then they go on the road to play the Texans. Then they come home to play the Niners. Yeah. Then they go into the year off at Cleveland and at New York.
New York Jets.
And that New York Jet game could be a night game depending on what's going on in playoff positioning, division.
I was going to say, those schedulers are so smart because they see that this game could mean the difference between making the playoffs, not making the playoffs, winning the division, not winning the division. That game, we're going to get ahead of ourselves, but January 5th, that game could be for all the marbles right there.
I think if you're a Dolphin fan, what you just want is maybe defensively, you want this team to learn Anthony Weaver's defense, start coming together, and then when Chubb and Jalen Phillips do come back, now you have a full unit.
Vlad, as a Dolphins fan, if you tell me right now, January 5th, MetLife Stadium against the Jets will determine whether either of the team makes the playoffs. As a Dolphins fan, I'd take that. I'd say, okay, it's our chance.
I'll definitely take that as a Jet
fan. I know you would too. Yeah, but this is a chance to change the narrative. This is a chance to prove you can win on the road in the cold against good teams. This is a chance to exercise all those demons and get yourself playoff ready. That's all you can ask. I mean, we had it last year, a chance to get the number 1 overall seed a couple times, and we blew that. And we had a chance to win the division, blew that. But all you can ask as a fan or as a team is to control your own destiny.
I mean, and look at the schedule. I mean,
it's a tough schedule.
No, but they towards the end, but they really helped you guys out in the beginning. 2 home games, Jacksonville, Buffalo.
Thursday night.
Then you go to Seattle. That's a winnable game.
That's a long trip.
Then Monday night against Tennessee?
You got to get
revenge.
Patriots,
that's a win.
Garbage.
In New England.
Colts, you never know what you're going to get.
You're going to New England in October, early October.
That's okay.
Okay. Then at Indy, that could be a tough game. Anthony Richardson. But you're
yeah.
coming off a bye.
But you're also playing in a stadium, indoors.
Right, and you're coming off your bye.
Yeah, you're good. International games.
Arizona, that's a winnable game.
Kyler Murray's good, though.
At Buffalo in early November.
We'll see what happens there.
At LA.
Is that a Monday night game?
That's a Monday night game at the Rams.
You never know what you're going to get with the Rams.
But Raiders, you can win that game.
Those Raiders, we got them good last year. But
Raiders are coming. Raiders are coming to Miami. That's going to be tough for them. But that's the Christian Wilkins revenge game.
Yeah. I guess the only person that says, Christian Wilkins, good luck with the Raiders. I'm not this huge loss. I want to see what happens. That's why I say I'm going to keep an eye on what Christian Wilkins does. He'll probably have another good season, but I don't know if he's going to earn his money that they're quote unquote paying him. We'll see. We get attached to players sometimes, and I like Christian Wilkins. I wish we could have kept him, but at the same time, the price was just too high. But maybe he'll get revenge.
But he deserves to get paid. That's why you drafted him.
No, that's what I say. He deserves to get paid. He did get paid. He is getting paid. Dolphins just couldn't afford to pay him. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of no pay for the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. It is out in Miami Beach. Danny Rabinowitz is out there living the dream. Danny, what's going on out on the beach?
Dan, the show is just starting out here at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. So we are having people start to fill up on the beach here. So beautiful atmosphere. Yeah, we'd love to see everyone come out here. Free event for everyone here. Just head out towards the beach, Dan. We're in between 10th and 15th Street on the beach.
Oh, right there in the middle of it all. Of course, plenty of parking, plenty of available spots to get out there and have fun. Food and drinks, fun for everyone. We're going to have military displays throughout the day, correct?
Yes, sir. They have the display village, which is set up out front. My son is out here with me, and he made it out there, and he just came back with a bag full of freebies and got to take some pictures on helicopters and different military vehicles. So they got all that stuff set up out there, and they have a kid zone as well. The Monster energy drink team is out here as well, and they got a motorcycle jumping deal as well. So they have that out here.
That sounds right up Vlad's alley, a motorcycle jumping.
Yeah, I'm the Black Evil Knievel.
Guy?
I'm an Evil Knievel guy. I'm Black Evil Knievel.
I love to see Vlad on a motorcycle.
Oh, it truly is a tradition here in South Florida, the Hyundai Air and Sea Show, out between 10th and 15th on Miami Beach. It is easily accessible, and it is absolutely free. Plus, it just sounds cool. Like, bring the whole family, but I would like to jump on some helicopters and take pictures and check out all that cool stuff.
Dan, we have plenty of room for you down here. If you want to join us after you and Vlad wrap this thing up, if you want to hang with us out here, and maybe we can fire up the Panther game on. They got some TVs out here too, so maybe we can see if we can find that Panther game. Have you guys given your picks yet, or you wait until the end of the show for that?
I mean, we can do it right now if you like. Give us a hot take, Danny. What do you think? How do you think this game is going to play out later today?
I think the Panthers are going to win comfortably today. I really do. I think. Here's the interesting thing about this series. These two keepers have been absolutely incredible. Mm-hmm. But I think the Panthers had a lot of opportunities in game two that they just came up just a tad short on. I think they're going to find a way here at home to get some of those to drop for them today. So I think the Panthers will find a way to win this game here. But boy, this series is just incredibly evenly matched, isn't it? And it took a very physical turn in game two. This thing is going to be a battle out there at Sunrise today. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think the Panthers have a slight edge with it being at home, coming off a loss, a little extra motivation, wanting to get up 2-1 in the series, and that slight edge will give them a slight win. I'm looking at something like 2-1 again or 3-2, a 1-goal win right there. But, the home crowd, home ice, and Vlad will say right now it's more of a home advantage to the Rangers than the Panthers, though I do believe the Panthers, with their familiarity, with being slightly, I want to say just slightly, maybe a better team than the Rangers, that little slight over a 7-game series, and especially today, will play out. Now, Vlad, please ruin all of our dreams.
I can. I have to be impartial. I'm objective. I'm covering the game. What do I look like?
Okay.
A guy who would pick the Rangers? That's what you look like to me.
I'm a guy who's
a fan. At least what you sound like.
I'm a guy who's a fan.
Accent.
I'm a fan of both teams, so I'm being objective. I'm out of this. I'm gonna do what Kirk Herbstreit does on game day. I can't.
You just want everyone to have a good, fun game out there.
I just want an exciting game. There's gonna be 2 rabid fan bases that's gonna be at Amerant Bank Arena today. It's gonna be awesome, beautiful Sunday afternoon. After a game, one of the fan bases are gonna be happy. Go to Sawgrass or go join you right there at the beach and enjoy the festivities. And one fan base is gonna have a nasty Memorial Day.
Ooh, one quick question. Hollywood, one quick question. Is there any chance we get a fight between Ryan Lomberg and Matt Rempe today?
Oh my goodness, guys.
Nah, nobody wants part of Rempe, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. But this thing has turned very very physical, hasn't it? The stuff. It's funny in playoff hockey. When you get close enough to that goaltender, man, they will take you down no matter who you are. How about Vinny Trocheck got wrapped up behind the neck and driven down in the last game? I think it was Tkachuk that took him down.
That was it. Matthew Tkachuk got a little penalty for that one too.
Yeah, Tkachuk done back down from anyone. But the other thing I will say is I would like to see the Panthers be a little smarter in those situations and not take any silly penalties in this one, because goals have been at such a premium in this one. Vlad, you're a betting guy. I find it very interesting that the over/under is still set at 5.5.
I respect that. I don't think there's gonna. I think I think the gambler, the betting line in Vegas love the goalies. They feel like those are the 2 best goalies right now still left in the playoffs. So if you saw the game after game, I mean, look at both games. Both games, it's been under 5. It was 3-0 game 1, and then 2-1 in game 2. So 5.5. I'm happy.
Yeah, I just think it's tough to imagine that someone gets to 6.
Yeah,
right? That these two teams combined to get to 6 in this game.
Yeah, and also Igor, it took what it was. He had a streak of where he only allowed 3 goals or less in the playoffs. It was like it was ridiculous. It was like 25, and Sergey doesn't seem to allow anything more than 2 goals, if even.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why I
Bob's
can.
been remarkable.
Yeah, so that's why I can understand why the total for the goal score would be 5.5.
Well, bet the over on fun. Hollywood, you are out on the beach between 10th and 15th, Miami Beach, the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. We're going to call you back in just a couple of minutes, catch some shade, maybe a lemonade, and we'll talk to you in a few.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm hoping at some point in this show we could talk about that choke job we saw in the NBA last night.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that.
We'll get you next.
All right. I'm sitting out here waiting for you boys. Let's go.
Just spit out takes. When you get on there, you don't have to ask. I don't have to lead you up. You know what you're doing. You got it, man. We're going to call you in just a few minutes.
All right, guys.
All right, we're going to do what I like Danny Rabinowitz out on the beach. I like the idea of him out on the beach because he looks like a beach guy. You know, some guys like me look like beach guys.
I just hope he doesn't turn into a lobster, man.
He's
Make sure that
he's going to be a lobster.
Yeah, he's going to be a lobster, bro.
He's like,
oh, man.
Don't like that. But what we do like is a few things next here on 560 WQAM.
WQAM invites you
Hurry.
All right, real quick, let's do some nay or day. Nay is the thumbs down. Day is the thumbs up. Definitely thumbs up. Hollywood, Danny Rabinowitz is out. Miami beat between 10th and 15th Street for the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. We're going to check in with him in just a minute. But right now, let's see how we're feeling about some of the things that have been said in the sports world. First up, we like him. I don't care if he's on the enemy side. Matt Rempe. Matt Rempe was not busting nobody up the other day. He was talking about getting some PT in the big overtime game, and he recently spoke about what he was thinking when his name was called in that overtime.
I remember he had me call my name with like 2 minutes left. I was like, oh my God, let's go. I was like, Judy Cricket, so let's go. And then, I was thrown out there and just tried to.
I love him.
I gotta go.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see him today. Pause. But yeah, I'm excited to get like this.
Can you get some audio from him today, Vlad? Can you please? Is there any way? I don't care what it is.
I'm there to cover the Panthers, bro.
Oh, so you don't get access to both teams?
No, I do have access to both teams, but I don't want to. What am I going to ask for MP?
He sounds so wholesome too. He's like, so.
By the way, and I don't want to look at a bean. Like I don't want to like my neck. Like look at all.
He's such a assassin and a killer, but he sounds so wholesome. He's like, so
he's only what is he like 18? He's like 20, bro. He's a young kid.
I was thinking Jiminy Crickets. I got to get in there.
Only a kid would think about that.
Jiminy Crickets.
Until he starts laying punches on these cats.
Vlad, yeah. I need audio from him, man. Find a way.
All right. I'll find a way.
And if you could slip it in there and say,
whoa, hey, yo.
Say, you punk.
Hey, yo.
No, I'm not saying that.
Talk a little trash.
No, why would I talk trash? Why would I want to talk trash to him?
He's the type of guy, though, he'll never fight you in the streets. Like, it's just too dangerous.
No, he'll just fight you on ice.
Yeah, but he'll, like, if some
or he'll
guy,
bust your ass.
Like, if some guy outside, and guys and girls, I implore you not to mess with Matt Rempe if you see him outside of Amarillo Bank Arena. But he's one of those guys, like, if you're drunk and you're annoying and you're like, you can't do it.
He's
like,
not Kristaps Porzingis, guys.
Stop.
That's not,
You're going to hurt yourself. Stop.
Remember that video of Porzingis getting beat up during the offseason? That's not Matt Rempe. Matt Rempe, and not only that, not only can he give a punch, he can take punches.
If you start throwing at Rempe, he probably like,
okay, he eats them.
Stop. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah,
stop.
He eats punches, bro. Oh, can't wait to see this game today.
Talking about punches, we've got postseason college baseball. We know the Miami Hurricanes, they lost yesterday. They were on a little bit of a run in the ACC tournament, but LSU always makes a run. My alma mater at the SEC tournament. And yesterday it looked like pretty bleak the season, or at least the SEC tournament could be over for LSU. But then LSU remembered they were LSU.
Milam sends it high to left field, and deep. Jones back at the track. It is gone, and it is over. LSU comes back from 8-0 and walks it off in the 10th.
Woo! They won the national championship last year. Paul Skeens, he got that ring. Maybe he got that other ring for Olivia Dunn one of these days. We'll see how it goes. Just exciting. Last but not least, Harrison Butker. He's been in all the social media, all the news for some of the comments he made at a Catholic college commencement speech. He spoke this weekend at another event. He kind of doubled down, no regrets.
Over the past few days, my beliefs, or what people think I believe, have been the focus of countless discussions around the globe. At the outset, many people expressed a shocking level of hate, but as the days went on, even those who disagreed with my viewpoints shared their support for my freedom of religion.
So easy. You want to say nay, but you got to say day, because this is Memorial Day weekend, and people, we are remembering them for their sacrifices they have given for our freedoms. Whether you agree with Harrison Butker or not, I don't totally agree with what he said. He does have that right. He does have that freedom. And I know we have a lot of immigrants living here in Miami that never got that freedom, at least where they're originally from, but now do. So whether you agree with someone or not, they have that right. So give Harrison Butker a day because he has that right. And people have, quote unquote, supported him because he has that right, whether they believe in what they don't believe in. Nah. It seems like he's got a future in just public speaking. It seems like he's kind of angling towards that. Although I prefer Matt Rempe and just saying, Jiminy Crickets, I got to get in there. He's such a nice, wholesome young man. Such a nice, wholesome young man. Speaking of wholesome young men, Danny Rabinowitz, he's out on the beach. Hopefully he is not a lobster by now. If he's anything like me, and I'm sure he is, you got to put on a lot of sunscreen and still kind of stay out of the sun. Danny, are you burning up out there? Or are you good?
Oh, I'm good, guys. The planes have just started, so if you hear some roaring behind me, that is the fighter jets have just started making their way through here.
How exciting is it to be out on the beach right now on a Memorial Day weekend at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show, which is always such a great time.
Yeah, we're ready.
Kind of walk us through the experience.
Well, again, they have a display village set up here, Dan, and you just kind of run through the display village. They got a bunch of military stuff out there, vehicles and giveaways, all sorts of cool stuff, and that's you go through that and then head on out here. You watch some of these planes, and I have good news for you. One of the guys who just jumped out of one of these planes, Dan, is going to join us in the next hour of your show here. So I'll say goodbye to you for a second here from the Hyundai Air and Sea Show, and I'll check back in with you next hour.
Oh, you can hear the planes flying overhead right now. That is some good stuff, Danny. Hollywood Rabinowitz is there with the family for free at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. It is going on all day long out Miami Beach between 10th and 15th Street. Head on out there. Free fun for everyone. Getting you ready for the Panthers Rangers Game 3. Series tied 1-1. Who will take control, at least for now, in the series? We'll find out beginning at 2:30 with Doug Plagans. But in the meantime, we're going to keep you up to date and get you going with everything that's happening in and around the sports world in South Florida. And on this third Rock from the Sun, this is Sports Day on 560 WQAM.
Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
And it is Memorial Day weekend. Hollywood, Danny Rabinowitz is out. Miami Beach between 10th and 15th Street. Hyundai Air and Sea Show. I suggest you go out there. It's absolutely free. And then just take your phone with you, charge it up, pop the Odyssey app on. You can listen to us. You can listen to the Panthers game. Have yourself a great time. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can also go to YouTube and just check Vladimir and I out. All you got to do is type 560 WQAM. Also, if you're on Twitch, if you're listening on 560 WQAM, that's the old school way to do it in your car or wherever at your house. I know a lot of people, especially Memorial Day, they got the system, they got the barbecue pit, they got the pool, turn on the radio, live life, man. That's a good life right there, Vlad. That's a good life. I don't have
Very good life.
I don't have a barbecue pit. I do have a pool, but they don't let us use it at the apartment complex. I'm wondering, they don't let me park in our parking garage, and they don't let me use the pool. Why am I paying for that? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I rent the parking spot out because I'd rather make a couple bucks and worry about getting tickets. But nonetheless, neither here nor there. Oh, we got a night. We're going to have Danny Rabinowitz on in a minute where he's going to talk about what he called a choke job last night in the NBA.
Yeah, we never got into that, bro.
Well, he was in a little hurry, so I didn't want to, make him spit his takes. But
Well, we did it.
yeah.
We didn't get into that. That was a nasty choke job, bro. You know how bad it was?
I mean, the Vancouver Whitecaps had everything ahead of them. They should have won.
No, I'm talking about the Indiana Pacers.
Oh. And, like how Tyrese Halliburton didn't play and still.
Bro, I woke up this morning I'm still thinking, oh yeah, the series is 2. And I'm like, no, it's not 2-1. It's 3-0. It's one of the weirdest games where I'm like, did they really lose this game? And even though,
dude, the Celtics have had just a walk.
Even though Jimmy Butler,
pardon, far heat, but
no, it is true. I mean, look, think about it. They also both teams. Think about both teams.
A Jimmy Butlerless Heat team,
and a in and out Donovan Mitchell, and then no Jared Allen Cavs team.
Now they're playing without Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers, and then they're either going to get Minnesota or Dallas, who I don't think can match up with them.
But then the Pacers.
This is the year.
Pacers advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals by beating Giannis less and
then a G League New York Knicks team.
No, a Giannis-less, no Giannis, and in and out Dame.
Yeah. And then they get your G League.
And then they get, they get the Knicks with all their guys down. But look,
once again, injuries aren't an excuse, but
you got to understand, help. And the injury that the Celtics got, they're taking care of business, so it's actually benefiting them that Porzingis now doesn't have to rush back.
Porzingis might not play anymore this season just because the simple fact they don't need him, to be honest with you,
But Drew Holiday, I was about to say, even though Jimmy Butler torches him, Drew Holiday, I think he was sick. He was under the weather yesterday.
Big steal and big.
Once again, makes big defensive plays. Yeah. This is like the second biggest big defensive play I can recall him doing in the postseason. The steal he had against the Phoenix Suns in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, and then yesterday he just took the ball from Nembhard and iced the game. And he also had a big and one to give them the lead. Like, he made 2 big plays. Jason Tatum had a really good game yesterday. I know we rip him a lot because
we do.
I mean, he does get criticized.
People criticize. I don't really.
Everybody don't know if he's really the one, the guy. People were saying Jaylen Brown is the best player on the team. Last night, Jason Tatum played his ass off, and you know what he did? He played sound basketball. That pass that he made, the behind the back bounce pass he made to Al Horford for the corner 3.
I can't believe Al Horford still plays.
I can't. Al Horford's he's a baller, man.
No, he's
great. A baller, man.
But he's 100 years old, Vlad.
Hey, you know what? He's just trying to get that ring. I'm telling you right now, he wins a ring with the Celtics, he's retired. And nobody wants to let Al Horford go because you know what? No, you need a vet like that. He is a
winning vet.
A winning vet who's always played the right way and done things, lived life the right way. No, you never hear any scandal with them, or at least if there is, it's pretty well kept.
He's Bahamian, secret. Right?
Huh?
He's Bahamian.
No, he's he might be Dominican.
Now we gotta look.
No, he's Dominican. Tito Horford, bro.
He's Dominican. Okay, cool. was trying to show some love to our friends in the Bahamas, man. I didn't know, but Al Horford.
Yeah. Al Horford's Dominican.
Okay,
bro.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Not much love. So if you didn't gather enough from that, the Celtics did go up 3-0 last night on the Pacers, 114-111. Tonight, Minnesota and Dallas doing battle at 8 o'clock with the Mavs up 2-0. This is make or break for Minnesota because they get down 3-0 once again. I'm going to say it. It is a foregone conclusion. All the Mavs have to do is win one with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. And them, as my Cajun grandma said, them athletes that they have on that team, them athletes are something, man. They're long. They're okay. I'm not going to get into it. Pause. You got me on that one. that I have to do this now. Like I never would say that, but now I got to do it because.
Yeah, man, you got to. Be mindful of what the words you say.
The Stars, they tied their series at 1 with the Oilers winning last night 3-1. It just seems like the Stars are
aligned.
Well played. Speaking of Stars, though, no Messi, no Luis Suarez, no Sergio Busquets, no problemo, mi amigo.
2-1, huh?
Inter Miami defeated Vancouver 2-1. Leo Campana, that's my dude. He scored for the second straight game. The squad is expected to be at full strength Wednesday, 7:30, Chase Stadium, Atlanta United. Now, remember, Tata Martino, he won MLS Cup with Atlanta United.
Let's hear that Campana go.
Campana, player on his heels, trying to tackle it away, but can't, and goes wide for Taylor on his right. To his left, back for Campana, tucks it to the corner with textbookies. Robert Taylor teasing the Vancouver defense, and Leo Campana sticks the dagger in.
Phil Shane, waxing poetic, sticks the dagger in. And then Thomas Rongen there, too. He probably bust up there. Man, that is how you do it right there. I love TR, man. I love TR as an announcer, a color analyst, and as just a person. He has a movie, too, about him. He's a very interesting cat. Go to the elbow room one night and just start yelling out TR. He'll probably be like, yo, what's up, dude?
So,
I want to buy TR a shot.
TR is dope, man. He's a living legend, bro.
If you see TR, he's living the dream and he smokes Camel non-filters. That's how you know he's a legend.
Absolute legend. So, do you want to know
what about TR? Yes.
No, not about TR.
We could do a whole show.
We could do a whole show about TR. We're gonna have to have him on soon.
We've had him on in the past.
So yesterday's 2-1 victory by Inter Miami. Do you want to know the attendance last night at the BC place in Vancouver, Canada?
I would say 18,000.
Nope.
Did they go to a bigger arena or did they play in their own? That's why I was wondering.
It's called BC Place, Vancouver, Canada. So I don't know.
Okay, so what? We got 25,000?
Nope.
60,000?
Nope.
75,000?
No.
70,000?
No. 51,000.
Okay.
51,035 people attended that game, or tickets were sold.
Yeah.
And I still think 51,000 attended that game. So whether Messi was playing or Messi was not playing, the Vancouver Whitecaps fan base was going to go to the game and support.
Yeah. Vancouver's a great town, from what I understand. I've never been. I just got my passport back. It was.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn. Now I feel bad for the older dog. Kind of.
Now you really got to feel bad for Vancouver.
No, I feel bad for the older because if you had 51,000 and you had to give people half their money back. That's
no, just concession. Oh, you mean that? But I mean, you got to feel bad for the owner too, or the fans. So okay, you bought the tickets, probably thinking, "Oh, I get to see Messi and all this." Messi doesn't show up. Busquets doesn't show up. Suarez doesn't show up. Well, at least we'll go to the game. Hopefully, see a win. Don't even get that. You get Leo Campana, who I love, but people in Vancouver probably oblivious to who he is.
So no matter what, they were going to lose the game.
So you were in a lose situation.
You might have got crushed if the Stars were there.
Good thing those beers were half price for everyone. So load up, baby.
They probably lost a good 7 digits.
And they lost the game.
Nasty work. Nah, they might have lost 8 figures, to be quite honest.
With what, 51,000 people?
51,000 people?
Half price everything and free kids meals to everyone under 18.
Yeah, they lost 8 figures.
You know, Vlad, you and I, we see someone that's like 14 years old. Yo, dude, you can go get us some kids meal.
Absolutely.
I'll get you a beer.
And it's Vancouver, so they would have been BC Bud going on. Absolutely, I would have been eating those kids meal. I would have to
kill the kids meal.
I would have the ill munchies for that.
Man,
damn. That's an 8-figure loss. I ain't gonna hold you. That kind of hurts. I mean, I still for Messi not having to have to play, but when you think about it, I was like, wow, 51,000. Yeah, you could charge because you could double up. It don't matter. They're gonna understand that.
Oh, I'm buying 2 beers at a time.
Dude, that's at least a 7-beer game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So what I would do is buy the half price beers, and then I'd find some young teenager or kid and be like, yo, here's $1 or $2. Go get me a kid's meal. And I just load up on free food.
Absolutely.
Man, I'd stick it to the Whitecaps so hard. Man. The Marlins fell to the Diamondbacks 3-2 last night. The Fish go for their 4th series in a row win today, 4-10 in Arizona. Ryan Weathers is on the mound. We're going to get in touch with Danny Rabinowitz in just a minute. I know he wants to get out his take on what happened last night in the NBA playoffs. He's been itching to do that. So we're going to check in with him at the Hyundai Air and Sea show in just a minute. Real quick, I know maybe we're not ready with the music, but nonetheless, I'm going to take a deep breath and we're going to take a step into the day spa. The Australian man who put a McDonald's burger out in his backyard back in 1995 has given us an update on the status of the burger. It remains unchanged. Thought about you, Vlad. It's been a long time. Those preservatives are kicking in. And I think about every once in a while, you get a little McDonald's in your life. Do you ever worry about that? Or are you cool that, maybe the preservatives are so strong in a McDonald's burger, you just put it outside for years and it really doesn't do anything? Although that might be a hoax. I'm thinking you put anything outside for a decade, no mold, no mildew, no nothing. I don't know. You know better than me, Vlad. You've been eating McDonald's your whole life and continue to eat McDonald's. Do you feel healthy when you eat McDonald's or unhealthy?
I feel good when I eat McDonald's fries.
There you go. Oh, fries. Their fries are really, really dope.
That's all I love.
I haven't had fast food in, it's been a long time. Last time I went to a fast food restaurant, I usually go on like road trips to go to the bathroom because I don't want to stop at gas stations or rest areas. Because, you've seen something about Mary. Rest areas can be kind of tricky. I don't know.
It could be tricky for.
And last night, I was being a gentleman last night. So at Magic 13.
That must be a first.
I'm always a gentleman. What are you talking about? So at Magic 13, I was being a good person. There's 2 bathrooms, and they're both unisex. And I was standing in line, and I saw, gentlemen, don't wait. There's porta potties out back. A lot of guys ignored that sign. But I said, whoa, instead of holding up these nice ladies, these beautiful Argentinian ladies from going to the bathroom, making them hold it, I'm going to go to the porta potties. Not a person was using the porta potties except for me. But I was using the porta potties because I'm a gentleman. I'm a G, I'm not going to make a lady have to wait in line. So, yeah, a lot of Messi jerseys out there last night. A lot of Inter Miami, a lot of, I don't know why nobody wore any, like a Maradona. I think I saw one Maradona jersey, but you would think someone would be an OG like me and throw on a Maradona or someone else from the Argentinian team just to be a little different, but no, it's all Messi, 99% Messi. I think I saw one Maradona. They did have stickers though. I wanted to buy a Maradona sticker, but I'd already spent like $400 that night. And I figured, I'm just going to hold on to these $3. Yeah. Hold on to the couple bucks here and there. But yeah, I was a human ATM last night. We'll probably get into it a little bit. Hollywood, Danny Rabinowitz. We're trying to get in touch with him. He is with us right now. Danny Rabinowitz is with us. Danny, go ahead. What you got?
All right, Dan and Vlad, thank you guys. I'm here at the Hyundai Air and Sea show with Staff Sergeant Meade. Thank you for taking the time. Very cool seeing you jump out of that plane to kick things off here at the Air and Sea show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I know that this is a huge event for all of our armed forces, but it is Memorial Day weekend. Talk a little bit about, being out here and going, having the Memorial Day weekend as well, paired up with the Air and Sea show.
As an ambassador of the Army, it's more for the show, and with it being Memorial Day weekend, it's for all the brothers and sisters we've lost in arms. So it's a privilege and an honor to be here and be able to put on a display for the American public with the national anthem and the American flag by opening the show. And it's pretty awesome.
All right. So you jumped out of that plane to get things going here. I'm guessing that's not the first time you've done that.
It's not the first time. No, not going to be the last.
Do you have a count? Do you keep a count of how many times you've done that?
We do. We have a logbook and we keep track of all our jumps.
Do you know what you're up to now?
643.
Wow. I've never done it once. I'm too scared to do it, but maybe someday. You told me, by the way, you were a sports fan, an NFL fan. Who's your team?
Pittsburgh Steelers, of course.
All right. Well, they got an interesting quarterback situation over there, so we'll see how that goes this season. What do you think?
I think we're going to be okay. We got a veteran quarterback with a good newer quarterback to watch him. He's going to teach him once Russ goes on its way. I think we're going to be in good hands.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us here today. We really appreciate it. And we're already enjoying the show. It's been great so far. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, Dan and Vlad, we'll send it back to you guys.
Hollywood Danny Rabinowitz is out on Miami Beach Hyundai Air and Sea Show between 10th and 15th. It's going to be going on all day long, and it is free. And like I said, Vlad, I spent a lot of money last night. I need a free event in my life. So bring out the old Odyssey app or check out the old YouTube and listen to the game while you head on out there and listen to us. We're going to be back. I have a scenario, Vlad, that I ran through my mind the other day that really, it freaked me out.
It ran through your mind?
I ran some things through my mind, and
Was
it
it
freaked
lost?
me out. And the first person I thought about was you when I thought about this scenario. It's freaky. It's scary.
Hey, yo,
I have not heard anybody talk about this, but I want to bring it up next. And I want you to tell me whether I'm a crazy person or whether
I can tell you a crazy person.
Okay. Or whether I'm a genius, insane person. There's a difference. There's insanity, and then there's genius insanity. You'll find out next. This scenario is going to blow your mind here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. All right, it is Sports Day 560 WQAM on the Odyssey app. And you can watch us on YouTube and Twitch. Just type in 560 WQAM. I am Dan Day at Dan Day Radio. Ivan Vladimir Luson at Vlad2078, also known as Vlad the Inhaler. That's his rap pseudonym or whatever pseudonym.
No, that's not my pseudonym. That was my nickname.
It's a true nickname. Yeah. Nonetheless, I'm gonna eat some cookies today, man. I'm hungry.
Oh,
I got a sweet tooth, as they say. I got a sweet tooth. Now, allow me to Oliver Stone JFK conspiracy you right here, Vlad, and tell me if I'm a crazy person or maybe, just maybe, I'm onto something.
Let's hear it.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay.
Good season. Advance to the second round of the playoffs.
I already know where you're going with this.
RJ Bickerstaff gets fired.
Is it JB?
Is it RJ?
No, it's JB.
JB Bickerstaff gets fired. Kind of an odd firing.
Not really, but go ahead.
Thought he did a good job. Got you to the second round of the playoffs.
Well,
Donovan Mitchell goes down. You lose to the Celtics. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Gets fired.
Mm-hmm.
Now some people are going to say they're trying to do anything it takes to keep Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland. I do understand that.
That's if JB and Donovan didn't get along.
Well, they're probably going to go to Donovan Mitchell and say, who would you like to coach? That's the logical thing. And if Donovan Mitchell would have spoke up, they would have probably kept JB. Now, that's the logical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go a little more down the rabbit hole. With the 20th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select
Bronny
James. Oh, wait a second. And then all of a sudden, the pieces start falling into place.
But then
they get a coach that LeBron James wants. They have LeBron James' son. They have Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the 20th pick, that's worth taking a flyer on a team where LeBron James began his career, won a championship with, maybe wants to end his career. Vlad, I might be crazy. And I might be crazy for this, but I don't think it's impossible that that's happening.
I mean, that could go for any team that drafts it.
But it's more logical with Cleveland, where he started and possibly wants to end his career, where they can have him and his son together. It's a dream scenario.
And he's also said he would like his son to go with a team that will develop him, that will give him the grit, that will give him, there's a team down here. Okay, then. So then we can say that for any
they're
team.
Already a playoff team. They've already advanced in the playoffs. They've got Donovan Mitchell. They can have LeBron James. They can get the coach that LeBron wants, because we know that's one of the contingencies of LeBron going anywhere.
Yeah, but that's also if Dan Gilbert wants to be put again for a third time under the LeBron regime.
I'm just saying. They're saying, look here, but maybe they got a little over here, you know. I'm saying there's a possibility that's, although it sounds crazy, is it totally
it's not crazy.
Impossible?
It's not crazy. I don't think
I would take a flyer from Cleveland on LeBron James.
I don't think you're wild for coming up with that. But I also, and I'm not saying that you're wild for, you're crazy for saying that. It's not crazy. It's possible, but I also think it's possible for down here as well. He knows how to develop players. They develop undrafted players that become, well-rounded players that get roles in other teams, like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Kendrick Nunn.
The thing is, I don't think
Caleb Martin.
I just think Cleveland's more likely to draft Bronny James or take a chance on him than Miami.
You can at 20 is 20.
Is 20 going to make that big of a difference? Could
20. I don't know if he's a first-round draft choice.
I mean, what does it matter?
It does matter, bro. Because at least if you drafted him, you're also drafting him for the future. Your first-round pick's going to be there for the next at least 3 to 5 years.
Donovan Mitchell, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to let you pick the coach. What? What we're going to do is we're going to draft Bronny James. LeBron James is going to come here. He's going to pick the coach. He's going to play with you. And you guys are going to try to win a championship.
Does he want to be second fiddle to that?
It's LeBron James. Yeah.
It doesn't know.
It's LeBron James. But LeBron James doesn't play that game anymore. He's more of a player / scorer / facilitator. He's not a, black hole. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm
You're
talking
not
about.
crazy. It's not wild, but I'm not saying there's No, it's not far-fetched.
Or do you want to go into the second round? I mean, maybe in the second round, or where Miami's 43rd. Yeah, you could definitely take a flyer on 43rd.
At 43, I think you.
But
would
I mean,
take a
Miami
flyer.
does the best job of developing players. So
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe does Cleveland even have a second round pick? This makes it even juicier. I don't think Cleveland has a second round pick. Cleveland's only got one draft pick at number 20 next year. So they're all in or all out. Woo! Vladdy, I think we're on to something. I'm marking the tape. Mark the tape. We said it first. Maybe we didn't say it first, but from what I know, we're the first people to talk about this. I'm telling you,
I don't think we're the first person to talk about this. National media has.
I'm not stealing this from anybody. This
No,
is me
you're
talking.
not stealing it. But we've all talked. I mean, this is something we've mentioned before as well.
But not the Cleveland scenario.
I think we had mentioned the Cleveland scenario because of the fact that there's a lot of
the firing of Bickerstaff.
Okay, with the firing,
and not on this day. And not on this.
You're wild.
Let me just do this, Vlad. What is the Cleveland fan base reaction when this happens? Just blurt it out. With the 20th
They love
pick,
it.
Okay, yeah, they love it. If I'm a Cleveland fan, I love it. I want it.
You don't think they want $500 million back in their city?
The best time they've ever had. There's two memorable things about the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they both involve two of the best players of all time. Number one, LeBron James winning a championship. Number two, Michael Jordan making that shot over Craig Elo. That's what the Cavs are remembered for. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Brad Doherty, big time.
No, but what I'm saying is, why wouldn't they want it? It'd be a perfect script, Started, played for his hometown team,
won a championship,
left,
home,
came back, prodigal son returned, won the title, brought the title to them, left on good terms, and now his prodigal son, is coming back and he returns. It's like it's like Mufasa and Simba coming.
Yeah, he returns
together
to end his career. With his
it's a
son.
beautiful story.
And maybe wins a championship with Donovan Mitchell.
Put it on Apple Plus.
Man, the NBA would. Oh my! I mean, that's a
Netflix.
movie. That's a movie.
Netflix. Holla at your boys.
I'm writing it right now. I might,
Amazon.
Even if it doesn't happen, I might make the movie anyway.
Searchlight, whatever, all of them. Pixar, all of them.
Copyright. We're copywriting this one.
Holla at your boy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would be great, but there's only one problem with that.
There's a lot of problems. Go ahead.
He can make $66 million with the Lakers.
I know. But he's already got enough money and he's got his future set up. And it's about his son. It's about going home. Come on, LeBron. Don't take the bag. Take the boy.
He already made the boy.
Okay, I got that. But I mean, I just think it's not crazy. I just think it's interesting.
I don't think it's crazy.
I want it to happen, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I love the Pelicans and I love the Heat. If that happens, kind of got to like the Cleveland Cavaliers in that situation. And if you don't, I know Heat Nation will be like, oh, no, I never could cheer. I was like, man, if you don't like that story, you just don't like stories. I'm going to check in with Danny Rabinowitz in just a few minutes. He's got a story. He's out at the beach. There's guys and women jumping out of planes. There's people doing all types of craziness because it's part of the Hyundai Air and Sea Show right there between 10th and 15th on Miami Beach, not too far from my house. I live in the whole 71st and Collins area, near Bob's Your Uncle Dive Bar, On the Rocks, Manolo's, the Beach Shell. I'll be running around that area. Maybe I'll just kind of slide down a little further south. Go check out Hollywood over at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show because it's an absolutely free event. That's right. No admission charges. You go on out there. I was talking to a friend the other day. She says she goes every year because it's like a huge festival, and it has a military theme on Memorial Day. What could be better? Oh, you can get better. We can check in with Danny right now.
Dan, Vlad, how you guys doing? We're having a great time out here at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show here on Miami Beach, and I think I'll be able to hear you guys this time around because last time I think that was the F-35 bomber that was coming through here. So the planes are out now a little quieter, so be able to hear you guys.
Oh, I love hearing all the flight over and everyone that's doing all the crazy fun stuff out there for absolutely free. Now, I know you got some takes on last night's NBA playoff game, Danny. You've been wanting to get it out. So right now, here is your stage, your platform. Please let us know how you felt about that game. Then we're going to get back to all the fun for free that you're having out there, the Hyundai Air and Sea Show.
Well, I appreciate that, Dan, very much. But I just got to tell you, it is nauseating to watch the Celtics get let off the hook every single time in these series, man. They should have lost game one. and they most certainly should have lost last night. I don't know where Vlad comes out or Dan, where you come out on these games, but man, the Celtics keep getting let off the hook, don't they?
Yeah, they haven't really faced anybody. It seems like they have a walk. Just and then even without Tyrese Halliburton, they didn't play very well, and they still almost lost to the Indiana Pacers.
So it's going to be interesting to see who ends up coming out of the West. I still think Minnesota might have some sort of a shot, but they really blew the first two games as well in their series. The thing with Luka is kind of funny. You watch Luka play, and he's limping every single play. He's limping up the court. He can barely move, except when you get him the ball. He seems to magically heal and is able to
don't
still
fall
score.
for that. Don't fall for that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Am I the only one that notices that he's limping the entire game except for when he gets the ball in his hand?
Yes, that's been his MO for like at least the last 2 seasons now, that he always seems hurt, and but yet when he makes the shot, it's, oh my God, Luka, look at that, he's playing hurt, and he's making all these baskets. And then if he's hurt, I mean, if he's not playing well, he's hurt. But I think Dallas going back at home, I think Dallas has a good chance of ending this series in a gentleman's sweep, or if not a sweep, and it would be the great storyline would be Kyrie versus the Boston Celtics.
That would be a good storyline. I got to tell you, though, one storyline that's kind of disappointed me here is I don't know where Anthony Edwards has gone off to, guys, but he has not looked like the same player. And I know that they're just certainly making a better effort to defend him, but he's got to be more aggressive. If there's a possession he doesn't touch the ball, that's a wasted possession. I think he needs to be a little more involved in what the Timberwolves are trying to do. It's enough Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, we've also theorized that he wants to play defense so bad on Kyrie Irving. It's kind of throwing him off his game because he's expending so much energy and effort on the defensive end when he really needs to be more focused on the offensive end because they need his offense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he needs to be so much more aggressive on offense. I mean, look, the reality is there's nobody in this league that can guard that guy.
Nope.
He's a dynamic talent. He's young, he's strong, explosive. He's got the full package, right? But I don't know, man. It just seems like he's been very passive these past couple of games, and it has certainly cost this team. But I just tell you, it really does start to get tough to watch to see the Celtics just constantly get let off the hook like that, man.
Yeah, they played a Jimmy Butler-less Heat team. Then they played a Cavaliers
both teams. All right, Indiana played a Giannis-less and in and out Dame Bucks, and they played a OG-less, no Randall, no Mitch, Brunson out, and both teams got away to the Eastern Conference Finals playing teams that were injured or hurt, and now that's what it is. It's about attrition. And the Celtics, luckily enough for them, they only had one injury to Porzingis, but it wasn't like their main two who've been together for 7 years. And I think that's the problem. They were just sick and tired of seeing the Celtics always in this position and never winning. So we're always expecting them to lose. So that's why I think we're sick and tired of watching them.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We got a chat over here. But I just, again, guys, I'm tired of watching Jason Tatum, get less, just choking. You guys choke late in games, but these other teams just for whatever reason cannot figure out a way to close them out. And boy, Indiana had what was it, game 2? They had that thing. I mean, you talk about calling getting the ball in bounds at the end. All you do is make a free throw, and you just can't close those guys out for whatever reason. But it looks like we're heading towards the Boston-Dallas final, and I'd probably have to pick Boston if that was what it ended up being.
Boston, to me, has a walk to the championship. If they don't do it this year, they're true choke artists, and they don't deserve anything ever, really, if you ask me.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know if Minnesota's going to show up in these next couple of games and make that a series or not, or if Boston's just going to walk their way into the final along with Dallas. And again, I don't know. Luka seems to be banged up, but Dallas has a pretty good overall team too. They're not a slouch team, but I just think Boston would probably have the best chance to beat them.
We're going to find a little bit up more tonight. Ooh, what's going on out there at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show right now? Danny, I hear all types of planes flying over and all types of fun.
Yeah. So that thing's really loud. That was a jet that just flew over us here at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. Hey, come out and join us, by the way, man. We got the Odyssey tent set up out there. They got all kinds of stuff at the display village set up for everyone to have some fun. So come join us out here on the beach. And most importantly, get in the water and cool off.
You got it all down there between 10th and 15th for the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. Hollywood, Danny Rabinowitz, we're going to call you back in just a couple of minutes. Have some fun, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, that is Danny Rabinowitz living it up on the beach. You can be there for free. Also, we're going to check in with him in a few minutes. Up next, though, a little something or nothing real quick on 560 WQAM.
WQAM invites you to salute
favorite station.
Getting you ready for Panthers Rangers Game 3. Pregame at 2:30. Puck drops at 3 o'clock. Danny Rabinowitz is out at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. We're going to check in with him in just a few minutes. But right now, since I got Vlad for a couple more minutes, I want to do some something or nothing where he decides whether it is something or nothing. Southampton has defeated Leeds to get back into Premier League. They would have been relegated previously. Southampton back in Premier League with the win over Leeds. Is that something or nothing, Vlad?
Oh, it's something. But I'll tell you what else is something. The picture on ESPN.com of the player. There's a gentleman on Southampton who's wearing a
sports bra,
a sports halter top. And just not a good look.
Well, a lot of soccer players do wear that.
Yeah, but it's not a good look with him.
It's part of the deal. Yeah, it's not. I saw the picture.
It's not a good picture.
But
it's something for Southampton to make the Premier League.
Yeah, I got a friend that was a Southampton fan, so I'm happy for him. Bulls, Lonzo Ball has had a rare meniscus transplant. He has not played since January 22.
That's something, bro. That's something new.
Lonzo Ball was really trending in an upward. I know he played with the Pelicans for a while, and they got traded to the Bulls. He's kind of trending in an upward direction, but had those knee injuries been just hampering him. So interesting, a meniscus transplant.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Nelly Furtado, she performed at NPR's Tiny Desk. Is that something or nothing?
Oh, of course, man. I love Nelly.
She was the biggest thing going. She's hot as hell, too.
She's absolutely still beautiful.
But she's out there still doing it. I'm happy to hear that. It makes me very excited. Oh, a Kentucky man. He ordered a triple cheeseburger with everything removed on Uber Eats to see what he would get. And you know what he got?
What do you got?
A deluxe McCrispy. They mixed up the order. Typical McDonald's. Something or nothing.
Stop ripping Mickey D's, man.
I actually have kind of been giving the business to McDonald's today, so I'll lay off. A woman in Great Britain claims to be a real-life wizard and can put you in a trance that will make you look 10 years younger. Is that something or nothing?
It's something that's true, if that can really happen.
Do you believe in wizards?
No.
Okay. I'll say that I believe in them simply because I'm scared I'll wake up, with elephant ears or something like that one day. Just a couple of minutes, we're going to check in with Danny Rabinowitz. He is out at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show. He is having himself a time. He's got the whole family out there. He's got the suntan lotion. He's playing dad. There's planes flying overhead, and it's absolutely free. So go on out there and enjoy. Now, if you want to get some food and drinks, you might throw down a couple dollars, get yourself something good. Couple dollar bills. Walking ATM in this mother. Last but not least, a woman says that her live-in mom hates her cooking. So what does she do? She cooks dinner every night for the family.
Her live-in mom.
Yeah, she's taking care of her mom. And her mom is ungracious enough to say,
and her mom hates her because, well, here's the thing. Who taught her how to cook?
She must, I don't know. But that's something. People are ungrateful, but that's just, I've learned that, man. Very, very ungrateful sometimes. Try to do people's favors.
Like what was, who taught her how to cook? Was it Nana?
I don't know who taught her how to cook. Mom, she hates her cooking.
So does she cook for herself and not feed her mom? Or her mom?
She makes her mom eat her meals every single day.
And her mom hates it, huh?
And mom says she hates it. Well, don't eat. That's my whole thing.
That's kind of weird.
That's the whole thing now with kids. The new trend, you remember how your mom used to force you to eat and everything like that? The new trend is don't force them to eat because they're going to eventually have to eat anyway. So you forcing them is only going to cause more problems. They're eventually going to get so hungry they'll eat the dog crap.
Oh, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
You should see my cooking, Vlad. I get hassled all the time for my cooking. Some people love it. Like Heat Cult, he's in the chat right now. He's had some of my cooking. He loves it. Giuseppe loves it. Other people don't love it as much, but I've given up. I cook very rarely. Every once in a while, I'll cook. And it's a lot of like pastas and rices. And every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and make something else. But, I think it comes out very average. But you and I, Vlad, we're not cookers. We're not cookers. Hollywood Danny Rabinowitz, I wonder if he knows how to cook. He doesn't need to cook today because he's out at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show where they have vendors and military exhibits and all types of other great fun stuff. Plus, you can just jump into the beach if you get too hot because the sun is out. I'm guessing it's pretty sunny and hot here in South Florida. Haven't really been outside a lot today, but I woke up, came straight into work. I was out last night as usual till the wee hours of the morning. So slept in a little bit, came here. I've been inside in the somewhat air-conditioned confines of Odyssey Broadcasting building and going to go out maybe to Hollywood, see Hollywood in Hollywood. I'm going to see probably Hollywood out at the Air and Sea Show right there between 10th and 15th in Miami Beach. We got 30 or so more minutes. In just a few minutes, I am going to be talking to former Dolphin Ed Newman. He has a new book out. He's going to be at Books and Books June 1st, which is also when we're going to have UEFA Champions League final. So a lot of stuff to do next weekend. We'll probably be here working. Right now, though, Danny Rabinowitz, he's out on the beach. Danny, tell us how the Air and Sea Show is going right now.
It's going great, guys. We got a great setup out here. A lot of stuff going on. Show has just started. So if you're anywhere near us, come on out and check out everything we got going on. They got the display village. We're going to go, as soon as we wrap up with you guys, we're going to go out there. They got the Monster Energy drink team. Maybe jumping motorcycles over those ramps and stuff. So we're going to go out there and watch that. But yeah, man, this has been a great day so far out here at the Hyundai Air and Sea Show.
You've really got all the fireworks going on. People jumping out of planes. You can take a picture on a helicopter. You might have some motorcycle jumping going on in just a little while. Really, is there anything that you don't have out there?
Well, let me throw this at you guys here. So I was talking with Seth over here. Would you jump out of a plane if you were presented with the opportunity? I was kind of like 50-50 on it. Dan, you strike me as the kind of guy who would go for it. Vlad, I would say no.
Yeah,
You're right.
100%.
Absolutely, I wouldn't do it.
100% right.
Have you jumped out of a plane, Dan?
No, I have not. I would love the opportunity. Like, I think if you get the opportunity, you should definitely take advantage of it. And if you really want to get brave, maybe like Instagram Live or at least videotape yourself doing it.
The only airplane mode I want is when I'm sleeping in the plane.
Vlad strikes me as the kind of guy, he's got to take a little, like a NyQuil or something before he gets on the flight too, right, Vlad? You a little antsy on there?
A little herbal essence. Herbal essence.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I would need that. I'm not. Listen, I like to get high. I don't want to fly from something high. No, I'm okay.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So, Danny, are you going to have the chance to jump out of a plane today?
No, I don't think the company will cover that insurance-wise, Dan. So I'm going to stay on the ground here today, and I'm going to watch other people do it. But I got to tell you guys, if it came down to it, I'd probably be too cowardly.
Okay. I will say this is cool. I'm looking outside the building just a couple of minutes ago out the window, and right where you're at, they had like 2 helicopters flying over. And it was cool for me being miles away seeing that. It must be absolutely crazy being on the beach with those helicopters flying over you so close.
Yeah, I would think. So you're we're out on 72nd Street at the station, right? So we're not like terribly far from there over here. So yeah, I'd have to think you could maybe, at least hear some of those things flying by. They are really, really loud.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, even from a distance that we have, it looks really cool. So being there just must be an absolute joy. How are your kids enjoying the event? Because I know it's fun for the whole family, not just for the adults, because it sounds awesome as an adult, but as a kid, it's got to be great too.
Yeah, families out here, they're having a great time. And that display village that they got set up has been really awesome. And they get to hang out there and take pictures in all the military vehicles and all that cool stuff. So it's very, very cool to be out here. And, of course, it is Memorial Day weekend. So it's a little extra special meeting out here to see all of our men and women in uniform and, all the stuff that they do for us, which, I know you guys know about. So it's a very, very great event, and we're having an awesome time out here.
Awesome, Danny. Going to call you back in just a couple of minutes. Check in 2 more times before we get the Panthers pregame started. Hang tight, brother. We'll be in touch with you very soon.
Have a good one, man.
Sounds good, gentlemen.
That is Danny Rabinowitz. We're going to take a quick break, come back with that Ed Newman interview and some more Hollywood time out on Miami Beach. Hyundai Air and Sea Show. This is 560 WQAM.
Listening to WQAM for Cat Talk.